Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? At the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him. And they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
To the air, it's Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Morgan. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, you know this this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to run it. It's Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's dealt. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air. It's Underwood. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He wants to throw it again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll give him tumbles points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw in the double coverage.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run to the right. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
Man, the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside of the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. This is a designed run. Fighting off the defender. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Finding open areas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, better look out. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wide receiver going in motion. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. You've got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. Nobody's open. Throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal.
They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Runs for the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. That's caught. It's Bell. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Creates a little space. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quickly complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Dogs have it with a first and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. The play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Off and running.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field, play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play.
That's reeled in. It's Branch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the 1st down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barber. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, no No surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Going to look downfield again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see they try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his target down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes. And he'll be brought down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football.
matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. On the move, he fires. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Now they'll run it on the toss. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Hauls it in. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here's the give off the left side. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day 1.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Might as well give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that.
There he goes.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And the Dogs will keep this drive going. The defense going to stop the... With the timeout, they want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They're setting up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Grab behind the line, it's dealt. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Power football with the run.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job. On
third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
At the 14-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Going up top again. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Maryland. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quickly to the tight end. Out midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way.
This guy, because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. Part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Marsh. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Release to the back. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Stockton. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a grab for a big play. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Underwood. catch in the middle. It's Haynes. That should be the final play of the first half.
Number 96 on field goal.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I tell you what, those linebackers, they better buckle their chin straps, come downhill, and when you're tackling a big boy like this at running back, you want to get their legs. You want to take their legs out from underneath them, but a good job of picking up their legs and continue to pick up and get more yards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He'll pull it down and run. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed east and west and run them out of bounds. Not a great game.
Back to pass on second down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Robinson. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There he goes down the right side. The 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but you got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get the edge on the left.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Underwood. Caught. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping through the defense. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him